Oh yeah, look at that. Sweet, sweet nectar. Woo, it's pretty good. By the way, did you see the name on that glass? Oh yeah, look at that. Purdue University, guys. Anybody who's looking for the fundamentals of turf, it's a great place to check out. It's a eye-opener. 100%. Let's dive right in. What's up, everybody? I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Welcome back to yet another 2-minute lawn tip. So nice to have you guys. Hope all of you are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. If you're watching this in the morning, you know the drill. Make sure you got a nice cup of black coffee. In this case, I'm drinking it out of said Purdue mug. So real quick, guys, let's go ahead. You know the deal. Let's drop 2 minutes on the clock and dive right in. So today, guys, what I want to discuss are pre-emergent herbicides. Now, more specifically, I want to go ahead and discuss the overall nature of accomplishing that first early spring pre-emergent application. We talk a lot about timing and making sure that you get it right if you can. Now, in that process, we've also discussed a multitude of different ways that you could do it, whether that's using a soil thermometer, using an online tool like Greencast Soil Temperature Tool, or the GDD Tracker, which is actually recommended by Purdue, so that's pretty cool. And on top of that, looking around at Mother Nature herself and using her to help guide when it is time to get that first application done. While that is crucial, guys, because it is crucial to make sure that your soil is the right temperature and the right form of softness so that it can actually absorb in there and form a barrier at the root system, it's important because you want to make sure that that pre-emergent is effective and that it's not washed away, which can happen if you apply when it is too cold. Which brings me to my first point, right? It doesn't matter when you get this first application down as much. The only reason we provide you guys a time to get it down is to give you a little bit of structure, right? To give you a little bit of peace of mind. For instance, maybe you're not able to get it down at the right time, which for a lot of us is going to be in mid to late April because, you know, the soil temperatures these days are doing this, right? So maybe you can't hit that perfect 55-degree window, but you can get it down a couple weeks earlier. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's actually better sooner than never. So if you can't get it down when the soil temperatures hit 55 degrees, that is not necessarily a big deal. I was actually at a conference in Purdue as part of the process of applying for my spray license. More on that later, guys. We're actually going to have some content coming up on that. One of the things we talked about was the overall nature of an early season pre-emergent control like prodiamine. And they actually did some testing where they applied it as early as November the previous year, and that barrier being formed actually stayed and persisted all through the winter and into the spring, and it actually did offer them some residual until the second application that we recommend later in April or May. So it just goes to show, if you're a little too early, maybe you're not on spot with it, because that can happen with a lot of us, especially me running a lawn care business. I can't always do things at the perfect time. I have to do things sooner than never before I'm too busy to even want to think about my own lawn, right? Because a lot of us who do run businesses or have demanding jobs, our schedules are just crazy, right? So just know that you're better sooner rather than later. Now, if you do get it down later, that's not going to be an issue. But again, if you can get it down sooner, that would be great. Okay, now one more thing I want to talk about, and that is starter fertilizer. We often talk about getting down Crabgrass Preemergent and starter fertilizer together, right? That's totally cool. Go ahead and do that. Now, I will say this, again, you want to make sure you are a little bit more accurate with that one, because worst case scenario, you do put down a full fast release fertilizer, and you can actually lose some of the efficacy when it gets too cold out. Whereas if you get something that's about 25 to 40% slow release, that's actually going to help you a little bit more, because if you do apply that a little bit earlier, that's going to give you a little more margin of error, because it's going to hold in the lawn and it's not going to act until the temperatures get a little warmer, offering you guys a minute of mercy, if you will, for when the temperatures do come up within those 6 to 8 weeks as the temperatures trend up. We all do stress ourselves out with timing and getting things done at the right time. It's not necessarily a big deal. Again, better sooner rather than later if you have to do that, because, you know, we all have busy schedules and it's all about getting things done. So please leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this. And if you have any additional questions with regards to this, please leave those down below and I will get back to those as soon as I can. With that, I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Later.